In this episode, we'll talk about markets and trends. The time we have left is almost up, so let's start. Yes, everyone is out. Do not worry about Bitcoin 60,000. It is not falling or breaking. Our low point was 64,000, which is where we broke it. Marker of interest Bitcoin is getting ready for its next surge, though I don't think that will happen. You may remember that we made our choice at the beginning of the year. It didn't take long for Bitcoin to go from $30 to $35,000. In about a month, our next step could take us there. Mark that the year's $100,000 in 2024 are still open. By the year 2025, these processes will have more time. We'll quickly talk about that. We'll talk about how all coins are like Solana and AVAX. Since Brad Garlinghouse is the only one of his kind, that's what the experts say, right? XRP can go up to $49. It can work at 100x. I have something for you. Next, we'll talk about an interview Brad Garlinghouse did yesterday, so please take a seat, take a break, and let's begin. The value of Bitcoin and Ethereum has gone up by 8% in the last 24 hours to $64.814 for. It's selling at $3,495 right now. It is up 8% in the US and UK right now. Everyone adds up to $1. That's my 48 cents on XRP. Please give it some help to stay alive. Put more pressure on it. It's currently down 43% overall and is going down. Try giving it some mouth-to-mouth to get it going again. The value of Bitcoin is still very high. There is about $2,362 million in cash flowing into these areas right now. Our goal is to raise our stocks from $42 trillion to $5 trillion by the end of this year. Even if the size of the Bitcoin market doubles, your assets might not double at the same time. The following year saw the start of the biggest bull run in the history of cryptocurrency. It may also be the last one ever. We plan to keep the price at $54.99.9, excuse me. I meant to say $54.99.9 to begin. Price looks at this, people is really beautiful. If you buy 2 glasses with the XRP name imaged on them, you'll also get a beautiful wooden box. The package comes with glasses with the XRP name engraved on them, tongs, a small bag just for the ice cubes, and 4/8 ice cubes that will fit inside. You can buy it now for $54.99.9, get free shipping anywhere in the world. You can pay with a credit card or cryptocurrency. I'm happy with how these boxes turned out. They look beautiful and real. Crypto said that $60,000 will hold stable and won't be broken. He's right. As I already said, I've been calling this was a sum of $60,000 for the past few months. The payment could not be turned down by the machine. If it had turned it down, I think it would have done so right away. When we got to 59, the 60K support level made it go back up right away. We're not going back there. Also, as I already said, should you get your tissues ready in case we go back to being under $60,000? There's a lot of trouble ahead, but it won't happen. Dry your eyes, please. I do not believe that 64 will break. If it does, for some strange reason, we will see a drop when we hit 66. We would see no more than 10 to 50%, as I told you. We'd be very close to $60,000 now. Mark, I'm sure that Bitcoin is losing speed and will crash at some point. I think that most of these alts, if not all of them, are too cheap right now. This is a great time to buy because of this. Cardano, for instance, is still having a hard time getting its worth back. What value did the penny start at? In 2017, a penny was worth $20 at first and slowly went up to $3. It will get back to that level at some point. AAC, I bought a lot of AAC Chainlink. You should know that. How do I feel about putting this thing on a chain? They will be broken into pieces by the crash. It's going to calm you down and tell you what to look for. How to look. You have to stay present to get through it. Keep your feelings in check. This is why it's hard for everyone who invests in coins. Ethereum is selling close to its all-time highs, but there isn't much new investment money coming in. And Token Unlock all lower the number of cryptocurrencies and make it more likely for big ones like Solana and AVAX to be sold. There is a range of 40 to 70% apps a share. Changes made in the past few months have made it harder to settle alternative currencies. At the same time, the prices of Ethereum and Bitcoin have dropped about 15% from their all-time highs. In fact, venture capital firms are under a lot of pressure to sell tokens in order to get back the money they invested last year. Pay close attention to the venture capital funds they put money into. They built projects on Solana, said, okay, let's use Solana, got a crazy amount of tokens and profits. They promised not to sell them for a certain amount of time. After that, they would start selling them to get their money back. So that's how it works. It's pretty easy, especially when you print these tickets. There is no real cost to print and hand out as many as you want. Does it look like I launched this already? This was written by Brad Garlinghouse on Twitter. I had fun reading this tweet. I said that this agreement was still hard for me to understand. Even though the ICO consensus in Ethereum told users to buy the cryptocurrency under false pretenses and with their names hidden, Ripple is still in a fight. When it comes to sales to businesses, Brad is the only one. I don't believe he's ever liked anything from me. It's annoying that Twitter hides the number of likes, but it's not clear if he did it. How does the proof show up here? A lot of people say that XRP can go from 100x to $498. According to the author of the Web3 Alert and a famous researcher, XRP could go up by 100 times. If it goes above $49, the market value could reach almost $2.5 trillion. The price of XRP has stayed the same for a few days now at 48 to 50 cents. Nick Cruz can XRP 100 times. The numbers don't make sense to me. They can't hit $4 trillion, even if we set the price at $15. $15, $30, and 45 would add up to 3, but we'd have to do some math to be sure. When I tried to figure out how much $20 is worth in terms of $1 trillion, I got about 18. It's $4 trillion, but I don't think that's right. $4 quadrillion are sold every year. It would have to be put on the XRP market. It has to be the most well-known coin at the time for this to work. It's also possible that the cryptocurrency markets would have to reach a major high point. As you know, we think the cryptocurrency market will be worth $17 trillion when Bitcoin hits its largest value. With this bull market, is it possible? If you look at Fibonacci levels, there could be a big jump, and the value could hit about $17 trillion. Could we get there? It would take a lot of money from institutions as well as a lot of money. Large amounts of money would be needed to switch from the stock market to cryptocurrency sites. David Schwartz talked about how XRP Ledger would be the best platform in 2023. Now, there's no need to fight for tokenization. There is no doubt that the XRP system will become tokenized. We are going to use XRP since it is on the record and we still have some left over. The stablecoin on the ledger will have a huge use case and will take a huge chunk of Tethers and USDC's supplies. I don't want to say supplies, but a lot of them will go to the Ripple stablecoin. Our database also has a lot of information about these central banks. So can I get $50 worth of XRP? Yes, all of it. Of course, but the question that keeps coming up is when will XRP hit $50? When will XRP reach $50? That's the question that never goes away. Is it really possible for Strap to go from 50C to $50 this time? We need the most positive part of Bitcoin, along with the institutions that can back it up. Huge amounts of money are moving out of all regular markets and into cryptocurrency. Do we both see the same trend? For now, it's hard to say for sure. Right now, there aren't any clear rules in place, so it's hard to make a firm comment. Still, more work needs to be done. During this bull run, there is nothing that can't be done. I have seen some amazing things happen in the world of cryptocurrency. When will we get to $50? There is no doubt in my mind that we will now hit $50. I get why you're skeptical, but what you're saying makes it sound like you're selling everything, which is crazy. You already know that the charts show that the range from 3 to 6 is correct. The highest price that XRP will go this cycle is between $3 and $6. I'm not going to wait for my bags for 4 more years. I don't say dump, but I will do it right. That is not the right word for me to use. I'll keep the extra money. I'm not going to raise my position until the bottoms of 2025 and 2026 get closer, or as close as we can get. After that, I'll put money back into the market and get ready for the bull run in 2028 and 2028.